Hello everybody, welcome back. Now, I'm recording on a whole different device and everything, so forgive me if the microphone is not as good as the previous videos. But okay, where we left off, we were just about to get into the overt acts, okay? Now, now we got the following people. We got Lady Duck, and her crew. Okay. On or about the following dates, in furtherance of the conspiracy, and to accomplish its objects, all of these people, and others known and unknown to the grand jury, committed the following overt acts, among others, within the Central District of California and elsewhere. Okay, so overt act number 1. On an unknown date, at least 4 women were branded with tattoos of Lady Duck. As you can see the pictures here, I don't know if they received these from social media or if the police took these pictures themselves. I don't know. But as you can see, wow. I'm not... Some places, you know, obviously on the poor girl's butt cheeks. Not sure what body part that is, where the hand is, if that's a shoulder or a knee. What's going on there? I'm not really sure. Okay, overt act number 2. More tagging. The Amako, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, his real name, I apologize. But his street name is Hands with a Z. And he had at least 2 people he tattooed his moniker on. And it looks like they've got some professional tattoo artists, like, tagging these women. Like, these don't look like jailhouse tats. They actually look kind of nice. I mean, you know, it's never nice to tattoo your own name on somebody. That's not what I mean. I mean, they look professional is what I'm saying. Okay. Overt act number 3. On an unknown date, at least 3 people were branded with tattoos of a symbol or wording that defendant Israel used to identify himself. Now, I don't know if that's like a 2 or an S. I don't know what that is. But looked like he had a couple different brands. The Fig Away, Fig a Foe. The 2 or the 5, whatever number that is. Sorry, guys. My neck hurts so bad. I slept on it wrong, and, like, I just cannot point my head right to get it right. So sorry if I pause every once in a while. My neck hurts real bad. Okay. Overt act number 4. On February 9th, 2021, while driving in a car together, defendants Lady Duck, I'm not sure which one Evans is, possessed with the intent to distribute promethazine, carespridol, counterfeit oxycodone, that in fact contained fentanyl, and Xanax, and a scale, and more than $9,000 in cash. Okay. Overt act number 5. On April 18th, 2021, defendant Israel physically assaulted his sex worker, victim 1, in Las Vegas, Nevada, striking her with a closed fist in the back of the head. So that took place in Nevada, in Vegas. Okay, overt act number 6. On May 16th, 2021, using coded messages on Instagram, Israel recruited an unidentified female to work for him, boasting that he was building a new stable of women and claiming that he had a problem with one of his previous sex workers. The unidentified female offered to beat up the problematic sex worker, but defendant Israel, using coded language, advised that he would catch her and assault her himself. Damn. Like, you know, and honestly, in part, I kind of blame, like, these movies that have come out, like, in the last few decades, like Hustle and Flow, movies like that, movies that, like, really glorified, like the pimping world. And, like, and it's so unrealistic, too. It is so unrealistic, like, in Hustle and Flow. Like, these women, and what was his name in the movie? I don't remember his name in the movie. But it was like they had this bond, and he protected them. Even though he was making them have sex with these strangers and to get a microphone, he still cared about these women, you know, gave them a roof over their head. You know, he was such a kind guy. He struggled so hard. Because it's so hard out there for a pimp, don't you know? You know, forget about the the women giving up their bodies on a daily basis in the back of a hot car with a sweaty, stinky ass man, that they don't know. Forget about their trouble. Then you got him sitting there trying to write his rap music and his lyrics while you see her struggling in the back seat of the car and he's not even paying attention. She could be getting raped at that moment for all he knew, and he's more worried about his rap lyrics. I really do. I blame movies like that. I think that was a disgusting way to portray a life like that. It really was. It really was. Disgusting. Okay, that's just my opinion. And that's coming from the place where I used to watch Hustle and Flow, when I was a teenager. I loved that movie. I did. Just looking back on it, it's just, what a disgusting way to portray something so ugly. You know what I mean? Okay. Overt act number 7. May 31st, 2021. Using coded language on Instagram, defendant Crockham, I'm not sure which one that is, posted a drug advertisement offering to sell oxycodone pills at 30 milligram strength. Now, overt act number 8, August 19th, 2021. Using coded language on Instagram, defendant, it's always on Instagram, bro, posted a drug advertisement offering to sell promethazine with codeine. Overt act number 9. Now, hey, just buckle up. We're just beginning. There's over 200 of these overt acts. Okay, September 4th, 2021. Using coded language on text message, defendant Amoka ridiculed his unidentified sex trafficking victim for thinking that she only needed to pay him one time and warned her to watch her mouth before he breaks her jaw. Overt act number 10. On September 6, 2021, using coded language on text now, defendant Amoko told an unidentified victim he would get her more condoms when she finished using the 3 condoms she had. That's disgusting. What if those 3 condoms broke or something? Anyway, I'm sorry. I guess I'm not going to get too much into each act. Okay. It's hard. All right, September 26, 2021. Using coded language on Instagram, defendant Crockham posted a drug advertisement offering to sell a full prescription pint of promethazine with codeine for $1,400. Damn, that's a lot of money. Of course, I don't know. A pint of codeine, promethazine with codeine is a lot too. Okay, December 9, 2021. This Lady Duck, possessed with the intent to distribute promethazine, I have trouble with that one. Carizoprodol, oxycodone, hydrocodone, and $6,000 in cash. Okay. 20. Now we get into 2022. Overt act number 13. January 19, 2022, defendant Crockham posted a video on his Instagram story showing him driving a car while an unidentified co-conspirator in the passenger seat held a gun in his lap and threw gang signs. Wait, did I miss one? No. 13. Well, wait a minute. Where's 14 and 15? It's like I'm missing some here. I don't know where 14 and 15 is, you guys. Okay. Overt act number 16. May 5th, 2022, to promote his own reputation as a pimp and elevate the reputation of the Hoover's enterprise, defendant Crockham posted a photograph on Instagram showing him fanning a large amount of cash. There is a crown emoji on the photograph indicating that the defendant self-identifies as a pimp. I didn't know that's what that meant. All right, June 22nd, 2022, using coded language in Instagram again, defendant Israel told another Instagram user that he beats up his sex workers with his words instead of his hands. Okay. All right, June 28th, 2022, using coded language on text messages, Amoko told an unidentified person he just sold oxycodone. So yeah, they obviously thought they were untouchable. They're just admitting to all this stuff online. But the feds were keeping track the whole time, at least. Okay. Hold on a minute. What's happening?